So before we get to our topics, we're going to start with a quick win tip, and that is the idea of zooming in. So this comes from this book, which I really love and recommend, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. It's a philosophy book. It's not very much about motorcycle maintenance, actually, so I don't want to give any illusion that I know anything at all about motorcycles, because I don't. But this scene in the book really stuck with me and has stuck with me for a long time, especially as it pertains to writer's block. So this is where it is in the book if you have it or have read it or want to follow along. But essentially, there's a scene between a teacher and a student. And the teacher has been struggling with his students having nothing to say in their writing. And so it tells the story of a student who comes to him and says she wants to write a 500-word essay about the United States. So the teacher suggests she narrow it down just to Bozeman, Montana, which is where the scene takes place. And she tried and had nothing to say. So stumped, the teacher suggested she narrow it down to the main street of Bozeman. And he thought this was a stroke of insight, just to zoom in that much more. And still she couldn't do it. He told her narrow it down to the front of one building on the main street of Bozeman, the Opera House. Start with the upper left-hand brick. She came in the next class with a puzzled look and handed him a 5,000-word essay on the front of the Opera House on the main street of Bozeman, Montana. She said, I sat in the hamburger stand across the street and started writing about the first brick and the second brick, and then by the third brick, it all started to come and I couldn't stop. I don't understand it. She couldn't think of anything to write about Bozeman because she couldn't recall anything she had heard repeating. The narrowing it down to one brick destroyed the blockage because it was so obvious she had to do some original indirect seeing. So the teacher goes on to use this practice with his students, and he gets them writing about everything from one side of a penny to the back of their thumbs, and says that once the students got into the idea of seeing directly for themselves, they also saw there was no limit to the amount they could say, because what they wrote, even though seemingly trivial, was nevertheless their own thing, not a mimicking of someone else's. So what I love this is that it really speaks to this idea of kind of letting go of trying to do something great and perfect and original with your writing. Because once you kind of start comparing yourself to other writers and trying to have this big thought, this big idea, you're automatically setting yourself up to be blocked and to not be able to write past your own perceived shortcomings, essentially. So if you can really zoom in on something, if you can really see it for exactly what it is, that'll at the very least get the words flowing. That'll get you writing. It'll get you seeing directly, writing what you see, and kind of that act alone can really help you get unblocked. This isn't to say that you have to do this. The topics we're going to get to in the next exercise are broad. You can write broadly. You can zoom in, whatever works for you. But if you are going to follow these exercises and work with the topics that we'll have, and you find yourself stumped, I think thinking about it in this way can really help you to get unblocked and to get you writing. So that being said, let's move on to our first exercise and choose our topic for the course.